you know what? I suck. There are a bunch of things that I've missed in my original recordings of this game. Ton of items that I could have just picked up by going a little bit off the path. Like this treasure chest right here. You know what was in this thing before I opened it off screen? Well, I'll tell you. You know how I've been complaining up to this point about missing a piece of Masterpiece 2? Well, guess what? That's where it was. As you can see, this beautiful picture of Isun using the Inferno brush skill, which he picked up from Amaterasu in the last game. For completing this masterpiece, if we go over to our weapons tab right here, you'll notice there's a new button that says Trinkets. If we check this out, we get to see our new trinkets. Trinkets are separate equipment that you can have from your weapons. You can have up to 3 of them at a time, but you equipped at any given time. Sorry, had a little bit of a brain fart there. This is the Peace Bell. What does this thing do? Well, it keeps demon scrolls away. So you'll notice, normally this demon scroll would chase us, but now we can walk right up to the thing and go, "Hey buddy, how's it going? How are the wife and kids? Okay, that's cool. Just walk away from me. Pretend I'm not even here. Yeah, just keep on walking, dude. You better keep going. Oh, now you want to talk to me, huh? That's how it is? Well, screw you. I have better things to do than put up with your on-off attitude all day." So yeah, very helpful if you're trying to just get through the game and ignore all the battles, because, you know, they don't exactly give you experience anyway. One thing I want to warn you about before I go off on this tangent and collect all these items, sorry if this is going to take a while, and there is one thing I didn't manage to catch on camera. Some of you, the astute amongst you, may have noticed there's a bit of a recording error, a consistency error in my videos. We were actually missing a piece of the fishing pole. If we go into our journal right here. See, we were actually missing a piece of the fishing pole for the longest time. It was actually this line right here. Now, I know where that is, and I'll show where it is when we go into the Agata Forest again, when we get a chance. But, well, take a look at the footage here really quickly. Yeah, I wasn't really kidding when I said my camera eats my footage sometimes. That's why I promise you guys, for all my future LPs, I will never, ever, 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 ever doing an LP on with a camera again. Period. So as you saw, there's a little bridge off to the right there. Little path that isn't covered with this railing you see on the side. And down there you will find the final piece of Masterpiece 3. Now, on this particular save, I don't have all of the parts quite yet, so I will come back in a little bit and I will show you all of them when I get them. Alright, we're back again. Now that Isun's Masterpiece 3 is completed, we can actually open up our journal again and find out what this thing is. Ta-da! So Masterpiece 3 found. This particular picture is Isun just going up that mountain. And we get a charm set for that. Charm set. Is that a particular item? That sounds like something interesting. Is it a trinket? No. Is it an item? Hey, wait a minute. I didn't have any of these items before. Yep, that's what this is. You get an Exorcism F, an Exorcism I, and another Exorcism T. Is it worth it? Well, not really. Also, there is in fact a treasure in one of the houses on the Thundercloud. In fact, it's the first house you see, right at the bottom of the mountain. Go inside this place right here, and it's another one of those chests we couldn't open up without the Thunder ability. Inside, we will actually find a one-of-a-kind item, a Thunder Dress. Now, this is a particular treasure I don't think you can find anywhere else in the game. You may be thinking to yourself, oh, why is that important? I mean, it's just a treasure. You just sell it for money. There's nothing it really plays into, right? Well, not quite. We'll talk about that later, though. Way later, like after we've beaten the game later. Sorry, guys, I forgot this woman was right here. This is another person you can send to Yakushi Village. She is found along the path that you take to get to the Guardian Sapling in Ryoshima Coast. You can actually meet her as Kagu, if I remember correctly. And meeting her actually opens up the hot spring in Yakushi Village. Doesn't really do much for you, but you do get a funny little quip from Kagu if you throw her in there. So, yeah, that's kind of useful, I guess. Okay, now one more thing, I promise. Okay, so now we're here at the blacksmith's again, after all this time. You have a lucky coin! That will make my business more prosperous, and I believe the gods will look more favorably upon me. I wouldn't accept it without compensating you somehow. Please allow me to honor the honor of strengthening your divine instruments. It will allow me to show my appreciation. So we give him the lucky coin, and he'll be able to upgrade our other weapons really quickly. So, he'll also give us quite a bit of faith for that, which will hopefully level us up here. Now, the reason why I'm coming back here is because I actually want to upgrade my sword right here. This upgraded into the light sword. Now, I know I said earlier that I don't really like using the other weapons, but there's a reason I'm going for this particular one. Okay, if we look at our equipment here really quick, and we take a look at the description, cuts down evil with the moon's light. The moon's light. This plays into quite a few things, actually, and I think it just fits. I mean, it's not just the fact that our partner has something to do with the moon, or the fact that we're actually running through moon ruins. It actually has something to do with the bottom of these ruins itself. So I will be talking about that here in a little bit. We will talk about that when we get there. But for now, we actually want to go over here. Speaking of lucky coins, we go down here really quick. Remember that woman we talked to earlier in the game? She told us to wait for the reward that she wanted to give us. Oh, wait a minute, wrong house. Never mind. Disregard that. This house right here. Walk right on inside, and she should be done by now. Yes, she is. Well, hello there. You'll have to forgive me for the wait. I finally finished preparing this for you. She says it's nothing special, but it is special because it's another lucky coin. And we're back here. Sorry I had to put up with my incompetence there for a little bit, guys, but now that we've gotten all that over with, we can start this video proper. So, without further ado, what's up, everybody? My name's Whatthefnu, and welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. In the last episode, we got, and subsequently lost, a really cool treasure that deflected lightning off of us. I'm still a bit sore about that. But at least it got us halfway through this dungeon before conking out, and now we can actually delve deeper into the place to find the Gen, the inventor Gen, and whatever dangers have befallen him. Right off the bat, we get a little puzzle here. Now, what are big propellers like that doing here? I don't know, maybe so we have another reason to use the wind power? Yeah, that makes sense. How about that? I was right. I'm always right. I mean, obviously I would be. I mean, not always right. You've seen that a couple times, but mostly. How are you always right some of the time? Okay, never mind. So going down here, you take the right side first, you'll actually you'll obtain another journal. Yeah, you'll contain it in this little box in your inventory. We're locking them away. They've done terrible things to people. I don't know. You'll notice these fairies are green, yet they still burn us. I don't know how that works. Okay, this is another propeller, but we've actually got to blow against this one. Placing wind against that. Got to lead Kuro across the way here. And bring ourselves across. No, we're just going to stay over there on the other side. Plenty of things to do over there, right? And we descend another level. Down here, we'll find yet more adventure. Yes, actually, we will. Now this is a bit of an interesting puzzle right here. You'll notice that is a lightning treasure chest, but we don't have any lightning coming from that switch. Here's the catch. We step on the switch, the lightning comes forth. Now, that enemy out there, if we try to attack this thing with lightning, doesn't work. That thing is indestructible as far as I know, because even if we try to power slash it or do something special like that, it's still immune. Now we need that bead key to progress. So what we gotta do is send Kuro on a little bit of a suicide mission here. Come on, man, you can do it. You'll totally be safe, trust me. Okay, now come back. Come back, man! You're gonna die! You're gonna die! You're gonna die! You're gonna die! Okay, you're good. See? You were totally safe the whole time. You gotta learn to trust me more, man. Alright. That's our 10 billionth bead key that we had to obtain over the course of this game. Now we got more of these statues right here. According to something that's written here, the doll is complete. All that remains is to unload it. The doll? Hey, wasn't there something about a doll in the moon message that we saw earlier? That's interesting. Okay, we press down this switch right here, and that activates one of the statues. Just one. There's another message right here. The doors are shut while the lightning crackles. Oh, hey, info we can actually use. How about that? More of these guys, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about them. You need to complete the bestiary by the end of this game. I'm not sure if just encountering them is good enough. There might be a way to actually kill them, but I've tried all the offensive power-ups. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to drop a bomb on this one. No, nothing. I thought so. Yeah. Completionists are really rewarding in this game. Like, there's a lot of things that you get, little mini rewards for doing all the tiny little things, like completing the bestiary, getting all the Isun masterpieces. Alright, and finally we open this door right here. That took long enough. Now, that completion sound effect that we've been hearing this whole time, that doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, you know, the Japanese harp or whatever it is, you'll notice there's like a little ambience in there, like wind blowing. I gotta say that I have to call laziness on Capcom's part for that one, simply because of the fact that the only time you would hear that in the previous game is when you made a treasure chest appear. And the reason they had that little wind effect to go with it is because, well, there was like wind swirling around the chest, which we obviously don't have here. I mean, it's just used for everything. It's just a blanket sound effect. They don't really take that into consideration what it was actually... Kuro! Help a brother out, man. Let me get across. What is it with Kuro and switches? That's the second time now I haven't been able to vine over to him when he's on a switch. Is that just like a glitch in the programming, or is it just a problem with Kuro himself? More written here about some doll. Check if the doll has been transported to the hangar. Hangar? Why would a doll need to be in a hangar? Maybe if it's not a doll? But if it's not a doll and it needs to be in a hangar, ooh boy, that's not good for later. That's not good foreshadowing. Because you know there's going to be a boss fight at the bottom of this place. This is a dungeon. And if there's something that has to be stored in a hangar at the bottom of this place, which is where we happen to be going, that's not good. That's definitely not good. More dragon turrets right here we have to knock out of the way, because I don't really feel like getting my ass kicked by them right now. Another door we have to open with magnetism. Yet another power we won't be using anywhere outside of this dungeon. Okay, go down the stairs. Yet again. Stating the obvious right here, because it gives me something to actually say. Hooray for a superfluous extension of my commentary! bypass you guys. Oh, not going to bypass that, though. If I remember correctly, this is going to lead us to something interesting off to the side. Right in here, we'll find more cursed ground. Yes, there is something interesting in here. Because, if I'm correct, this is going to be just enough to give us the level up we need. Because you'll notice we're almost there. Come on. Come on. Ugh! Skumped again! You bastards! Yeah, stay out of my way. Oh, get away from me! Alright. I've got a bit of an embarrassing story to tell. I actually game overed here when I was playing through the first time. There's a reason for that, though. Okay? And it's really, really stupid, okay? What we have to do here is we have to lead Kuro across this massive pit. Here's the first problem I encountered. I left him over that pit, and in the time it took me to actually walk over here, he fell. Yes, Kuro only stays airborne for so long. After that, he will lose his stamina and fall. These guys are a pain in the ass too, but that's not the main problem. The main problem is I was juggling having to kill the fairies and keep these guys off of him, and making sure that he didn't fall into the pit. Subsequently, he fell into the pit and got hit by the shears so many times that he actually lost all his health and died. And that was my first game over. Yeah, that sucked. Oh no, we are not having a repeat of this bullshit! What? No! Crow, get out of there! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, what? No! Don't step on the switch! Shit. History will not repeat itself! Yes! Motherfucker! Karate, I'll kick your ass into Tiananmen Square. Oh yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your fucking derriere. Sorry about that. Oh man, that pissed me off when that happened the first time. I was like, no, damn it, Kuro. It's all your fault. So, okay, get over here. Okay, or get up there, whatever. Another door maze. We totally need another one of those. Sarcasm. Alright. That should take us to the treasure chest. Yes, it does. And we find yet another bead key. That would make our 10 billion and 1th that we found. Or, 1th. That's good English right there. God, I'm Rets praying already. Alright, that takes us down there, which is not where we don't want to go yet, because as you saw, there's a treasure chest. So we're going to go over here to take care of that. Slice open that rock. What is a rock doing in... Well, never mind. I was about to say, what's a rock doing in ancient ruins anyway, but the answer to that is pretty obvious. They're ancient ruins. Of course there'd be rocks in the way. I mean, why do you think they needed archaeologists to get through this place? Oy. Put that into place, open the door, and move right along with this journey. What do we find through the door? Hopefully something interesting. That is not as interesting as I thought it would be, but I will settle. What time are we at? About 16 minutes, would that be? You know, we're actually creeping up on the end of this dungeon. I know this is a weird place to cut it off, but I kind of want to keep it all together. Trust me, the next video is going to be really awesome. So, I will see you guys next time, hopefully on time this time. Have I said time enough? I'll be just in time to do the time warp again. And I will see you guys next time. Time.